blues.
We're red and blue. We're the K, we're the C, we're the G. We're KCG. We're KCG. Come on! We're the home of the red and the blue. We're red and blue. We're red and blue. We're KCG. We're red and blue. Let's go! H-H-H-R-U. N-N-N-D-S. H-O-U. N-D-S. Greyhounds, Greyhounds are the best. H-H-H-O-U. N-N-N-D-S. H-O-U. N-D-S. Greyhounds, Greyhounds are the best. Let's go! Blue and white. Hey, hey, it's time to fight. Everybody yell, blue and white. Blue and white. Hey, hey, let's do it again. Everybody yell, go fight, win. 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 Let's go,
We're here tonight, and this is always a difficult time because you're interrupting people's Thanksgiving breaks and you're interrupting people's shopping time, but it's a great problem to have. We're just here tonight to celebrate the accomplishments of these boys and try to get some excitement built up for tomorrow's game. They play at 3 o'clock tomorrow in Hermely, Texas versus Happy. Make sure that you make the drive down there and be loud. Tonight, as we go ahead and celebrate last week's accomplishments, I would kind of like to take a minute to just announce each one of these players. Not everyone is here tonight because we do have some people gone to different family functions, but I'm going to announce them anyway because I feel like they deserve the honor of having their name called tonight. So if I call your name, if you would, just stand and stay standing. Number 2, Armando Torres. Number 3, Abraham Navarez. Number 4, Nathan Williams. Number 5, Corbin Cox. Number 6, John Shaver. Number 7, Andrew Casillas. Number 8, Preston Lynn. Number 9, Brady Hawkins. Number 10, Pablo Sandoval. Number 11, Anthony Estrada. Number 12, Tegan Lofton. Number 13, Christian Avila. Number 14, Sean Logston. Number 17, Dawson Eads. Number 19, Dustin Ledesma. Number 21, Mason Smart. Number 22, Jesse Munoz. Number 23, Carson Lewis. Number 25, Joey Espinal. Number 28, Sean Hacker. Number 31, Jabari Walton. Number 32, Samuel Schnabel. Number 40, Abel Sandoval. Number 41, Thomas Baker. Number 44, Casey Randolph. And number 55, Jesse Ledesma III. While these guys are standing, I just want to kind of recognize them. The girls have something they're going to present them with tonight. But they are the area champions as of last week. So give them a big round of applause. Okay, you guys can sit down for a second. I mentioned a while ago that this is a hard week and it poses some difficult challenges to have something like this. There's a ton of people that are, I'm going to kind of talk to you guys for a minute. There's a ton of people that are pulling for you. Not all of them are able to be here on a night like tonight. So I kind of took this week and sent out a message on Facebook to every football player that I've had play here in 17 years and that I had on my Facebook. And I told them to add people to that message that they felt like might have something to contribute. What we did is we asked those guys to share a piece of advice or anything that they could think of to maybe help motivate you for tomorrow. Okay, we're talking, I told them to keep it to 1 or 2 sentences, and it could be any piece of advice or something that they learned playing football. Some of the guys on the list, you're going to know them. Some of them weren't in school that long ago. Some of them were probably in school, in high school playing football when y'all were in elementary school. So some of them have been around a while. All of the guys here are, let me put it this way, I wanted to give the ex-Greyhounds a chance to pass on some knowledge to the current Greyhounds. So I took a little time over Thanksgiving break, sent the message out, compiled a list, and I'm going to print this off and give it to everyone in the end, but the internet of the school is down. I barely got 1 copy, but I'll read them off tonight. Many of the guys on this list played in playoff games, some of them deep in the playoffs, some deeper than others, but all of them had to battle at some point in their football career to win games. So all of them had some piece of advice that they offered to you. Not everyone responded. There were tons of people that sent the message. I realize everybody's busy, but some of them did send some advice. All in all, it would have been impossible to have each one of these people come today, but we did the next best thing and try to compile a list for you. So I'm going to read off the responses that I got. I'm going to get started. The first person to respond was Tyler Neaton. No matter what happens on game day, just leave everything on the field. Have no regrets that you gave your very best for your brothers beside you. And good luck, guys. Tyler also followed that up with a movie quote from Rocky, the last Rocky movie. The world isn't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place. I don't care how tough you are. It will beat you down to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, how much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning's done. He also shared that. The second person on the list was Skylar Neal. Skylar says, "Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. It's been a long time since KC's made it this far. It's history in the making. Continue your run with history tomorrow." The third person on our list was Marcel Lewis. Marcel was short and sweet. Says, "In a battle, you can either be the nail or you can be the hammer. Tomorrow, it's your job to be the hammer." Jarek Wilde. If you can't walk off that field knowing that there was nothing more that you could have done, you'll regret it the rest of your life. Give it everything you've got. MJ Avila. You've come so far, don't quit now. Give it all you've got, give it all you have, and leave it all on the field. Do something that the Knox City Greyhounds have not done in 6 man. Win it all. Good luck, boys. This one's a little bit further back. CJ Bruce. CJ says, some of you may know CJ, was here a while back. Plan, prepare, execute, strap them up, and go to war with your brothers. Leave it all on the field, and make sure you don't have to play the what-if game when it's over. Good luck to the Greyhounds. The next person on my list was Elias Navarez. Elias says, "You are so blessed to be able to play the game of football. Take advantage of it and play every play like it's your last play, because it does not last forever." And he also left with a quote from the movie Lone Survivor. "No matter how much it hurts, how dark it gets, or how far you fall, you are never out of the fight." The next person on the list was Riley Spells. Riley says, leave it all on the field and play with your hearts as one team. Riley Spells. The next one on the list is Brandon York. Individually, everyone has a job. Do your job and don't worry about everyone else's job. As Greyhounds, you have one job as a team, and that is to bring pride to your community in all of your actions. He also went on to say that Coach Howarth used to say, be the hardest hitting team on the field and let the chips fall where they may. He says that we rarely lost a game when that was the case. Ibn Lagway. Ibn says to remember the story of David and Goliath. Just because you are the underdog does not mean that you are out of the fight. Just a few more left. Get tired of talking. Andy Shaver. If you can accept the idea that you might lose this game, you will not win. Pour out every ounce of football that you have in you onto that until the final whistle blows and walk off that field a winner. It's a great day to be a Greyhound. The next one is Cody Wainscott. Cody was very short and sweet, but it's a very powerful message. It says, in war, there is no substitute for victory. In war, there is no substitute for victory. I thought probably the best comment, I'm not sure he wanted me to write this down or actually say this. I'm not sure if he's here tonight, but Logan Morrow. He says, this was in a Facebook message. You got to understand, like, they're reading each other's comments as it goes. He says, if a comment like that from a man like Cody doesn't make the hair stand up on the back of your neck, then there's nothing that I can say to get these guys motivated. A lot of talking on this couple of pieces of paper. But I want you to understand that even though sometimes you don't physically see people that are rooting for you, and you may not even know who they are, they're all over the state of Texas, and they're all supporting the Greyhounds because they've been here. Each one of these guys has been in the shoes that you're going to be in tomorrow. They've played in those games. They've made tough decisions. They've made mistakes. Some of them have won games that they're supposed to win, and some of them have lost games that they're supposed to win. So there's a lot of good advice on these two pieces of paper. Go get them, guys. Talking, we have a real speaker tonight, and it's Coach Calloway.
I don't know what I have left after all the stuff he just said. So, but thank y'all so much for coming out. We look forward to seeing everybody out there tomorrow night, or tomorrow in the afternoon at 3 o'clock. We're real excited, and I just want to talk to these guys for a second about what we've been through to get here. I remember last spring, whenever I showed up, I was a little nervous. You know, I was in the gym talking to all of you guys, and the ladies were there as well. And after that, I spoke to y'all. Y'all came down, and we talked about being hungry. You know, we talked about that 1 yard and all the things that happened last year and moving forward from that point. I could see in your eyes that you wanted more. And at that point right there, I knew we had a shot to do something amazing. What we've done so far has been great. You've written a great chapter in your book. But what do you want the end to be? Where do you want the story to end? I don't think you're ready for it to end yet. Today, the excitement being out here, getting ready for this game tomorrow. We talked about it a little bit last week about the opportunity to play happy. They're a good ball club, but you know what? we're still playing football too.
That's right.
That's right.
We're here, and they get to take the field with us tomorrow. We dictate how the game goes.
That's right.
That's right.
We are the team that decide who wins the ball game.
That's right.
I believe if you guys can get you a good night's rest and have those sweet dreams, and when you wake up tomorrow ready to play football, we'll go over there and we'll take care of business in Herberley, Texas tomorrow afternoon. I wouldn't go to war with anybody else, gentlemen. I've told you that. And this is your opportunity to make history. Don't be history, make history. You understand? Let's go out and get it done tomorrow, gentlemen. Thank you. I think they're going to feed us in a minute, too, so that's pretty good.
Okay, sing along with us here, guys. If you want to be happy, clap your hands. If you want to be happy, clap your hands. If you want to be happy and you really want to show it. If you want to be happy, clap your hands. If you want to be happy, stomp your feet. If you want to be happy, stomp your feet. If you want to be happy and you really want to show it. If you want to be happy, stomp your feet. If you want to be happy, shout hooray! Hooray! If you want to be happy, shout hooray! Hooray! If you want to be happy and you really want to show it. If you want to be happy, shout hooray! Hooray! 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 6 minutes, $1. All for the Greyhounds, stand up and holler!
Before we go on right quick, I just want to say that there will be a tailgate, and it's going to be served out of the concession stand, so stick around and get some food.